Snapdragon 8 Gen 1.
Yeah!
We have Snapdragon
Yes!
8 Gen 2. We have Exynos 2400.
Well, that was everyone's reaction when we found out the S24 Plus and S24 will have Exynos 2400. But have a look at this. iPhone 15 and S24, the S24 has a higher benchmark score. Or see this, S24 Plus and S24 Ultra in Geekbench, the S24 Plus scores about the same. In fact, even a higher multi-core score. So is this the redemption arc we have been waiting for? Has Exynos redeemed itself? How good is the S24 series? Or is there an Abbas Mastan twist in this climax? Well, there are three things that make the S24 series stand out. But before that, here's what we get inside the box. The phone, some paperwork, Type-C to Type-C cable, and a premium SIM ejector tool. That's it. A truly flagship unboxing. Also, we got this shield case. Looks pretty rugged, man. Now, we'll be focusing more on the S24 here because that's what you guys wanted, but wherever there's a difference, I'll also mention the S24 Plus. Now coming to the phones, the design of the phones are very similar to last year. Both the phones have armor aluminum frame and a glass back. However, the frame this time is more flat, so it's easier to hold. Like last time the frame was rounded, this year it's much more flatter and it can stand on its own, complete independence. And you get a matte finish on the frame so you don't see fingerprints or smudges. Also, if you see very carefully over here, the edges of the S24 now curve. The edges of the S23 were more sharp. So this doesn't feel sharp in your hand when you hold it with this pinky finger. Besides this, the S24 Plus comes in violet or black option, but my favorite is this yellow color of S24. Like it looks so beautiful and so elegant. I just can't help. On the front, the S24 has a 6.2-inch 120Hz Full HD display and the S24 Plus has a 6.7-inch 120Hz 2K display. Both these are AMOLED display. You get 2600 nits of peak brightness and all of that. So if you're watching movies and Netflix, you're going to have a really good experience. Now yes, you do get Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection here. So unlike the S24 Ultra, you don't get Corning Gorilla Glass armor. But the most interesting part, the elephant in the room, performance. In India this year, the S24 and S24 Plus have Exynos 2400 CPU. S24 starts from 8GB RAM and 256GB UFS 4 storage for India, whereas the S24 Plus has been upgraded to 12GB RAM and starts from 256GB UFS 4.0 storage. I believe all flagships should now start coming with 256GB storage. That's a good move. And in normal day-to-day performance, watching videos, browsing the web, taking calls, all of that stuff, both these phones are smooth. Like, of course, these are flagship phones. Now coming to the difficult task, we ran AnTuTu benchmark. It gives an overall score to the phone. Both the phones scored pretty good, almost as good as Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. But things take a turn here when it comes to gaming. Because see, Samsung partnered with AMD and built the Eclipse 940 GPU based on RDNA 3 architecture. In simple words, RDNA 3 is used in handheld gaming consoles like the ROG Ally. So the GPU of the Exynos here is more optimized for gaming, and this reflects in the benchmark. In Geekbench GPU benchmarks, the base S24 and the S24 Plus have better scores than S24 Ultra. Like, what? And not just that, both these phones support ray tracing and all of that. So we ran the SolarBay 3D benchmark and both of these phones scored pretty well. The S24 has a 70% stability score and that's a good thing. But benchmarks are just benchmarks. The biggest concern with Exynos in the past have been heating. So did Samsung fix that? Well, things are interesting here. So we ran the CPU throttling test. It runs the CPU at 100% for 15 minutes and the S24 does throttle a bit. The graph gets orangish. Now let's do a practical test. So we started 4K 30fps video recording on both the phones for about 30 minutes because mostly people shoot in 4K 30, and even after half an hour there was no major overheating or heating as such. So from a thermal perspective, I would say the Exynos 2400 is better than all of their previous attempts. The S24 Plus is a bigger phone, so it runs cooler, more closer to the S24 Ultra. The S24 is smaller, so it gets slightly warm but nothing major as such. Both have good gaming performance. Now take all of this data with a pinch of salt. Delhi is pretty cool now. It's about 7 to 8 degrees. So during summers, how is 5G heat? How is long-term battery drain? We'll need time for all of that and a full review for that. So 10,000 likes, we'll do it. Now, both the S24s have the same camera hardware. You get a 50 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, and a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto camera. Now, the photos straight up look Instagram ready. Like, the colors have that pop. Like this year, the white balance and skin tone has gotten better. Like, colors are now much more closer to what you see in real life with that slight bit of pop. And in portrait mode, the background blur, portrait cutout is bang on. And have a look at this 3x photo. It looks banger to me. Plus, you get a 12 megapixel selfie camera that can record in 4K 60 FPS. Also, if you vlog using your camera, you can switch between the front and the rear camera at 4K 60 FPS. That's a good thing. Also now this year, switching between the lenses while you're recording a video has gotten more smoother. Like I can jump from 3x to 0.6x and the transition is much smoother. However, the biggest upgrade in camera this year is the software. You have a lot of AI features now. Like see, yes, I can click this tilted photo of mine, but now if I go to edit, I can use AI to straighten these pictures and see it has done such a good job. Like it created the grass and everything. But here's my favorite. Now I can click on any video and instantly convert it into slow motion. It uses AI to create between frames, and in fact, I can even go to edit and slow the video furthermore, and this is how it looks before and after. Which brings me to software, and things are very interesting here. For starters, the S24 comes running on Android 14, One UI 6.1 right out of the box, and Samsung is promising 7 years of Android update. So you should probably get till Android 21, I believe. I'll probably be married before my phone becomes obsolete. I didn't write that, Sayan wrote it. What is with marriage and jokes? But the highlight in the software is actually AI. The S24 and S24 Plus will get all the AI features that comes with S24 Ultra. And there are so many AI features and details to talk that we can make a dedicated video on it, but I'll tell you two of my favorite AI features. Number one is call assist. So if I get any spam calls, I can just tap on this and let the AI answer the call. And if it is an important call, I can just take it up or I can just reject it. The AI will reply to it. Time saver. Less frustrating. I don't need another credit card. Next up is circle to search. So if I see a gadget in any video, photo or Instagram, Twitter, I can just long press on the navigation bar and I can circle out and it will do an instant image search or a text search. This is quick and very convenient. Other than this, we also have new One UI features like this new always on display which shows the lock screen dimmed. This looks cool, but it does increase the battery drain a bit, around 6% battery drain if you can see from the screenshot. So the S24 has a 4000 mAh battery and the S24 Plus has a bigger 4900 mAh battery. In normal use, if you're not doing heavy gaming or anything, both the phones should easily last you one working day. Plus you get 25 watts fast charging, so you can charge to 50% in about half an hour or so. Also the S24 Plus now comes with 45 watts charging. Besides this, you also get wireless charging as well as reverse wireless charging. You also get IP68 water resistance, so water shouldn't be a problem. Well, that was our first impression of the new S24 and the S24 Plus, and from our limited use case, I would say that the Exynos this year is closer to Snapdragon than it has ever been. Performance is good, games run fine. Like there's not much of a difference between them as we had expected. Plus I'm happy that Samsung didn't cut back on the AI features. S24 and S24 Plus will get all the AI features, 2600 nits, 7 years Android update and all of that. Same as the elder brother S24 Ultra. The only thing is the base variant S24 got a 5000 rupees price hike and now it starts at 79,999. However, the storage, battery and display has been upgraded, and if you count in all the bank offers, discount and everything, the price goes down to about 64,999. And as an Android enthusiast, I have a soft corner for compact one-handed phones, so that will always be there. And the S24 Plus starts at 1 rupee less than 1 lakh. You get a higher 12GB RAM, 2K display, better cooling. So let us know how you like this video and how often do you change your phone? 1 year, 2 year, 3 year? Like, I have a cousin who has been using the same phone for freaking 5 years. So, and this is the week signing off. I'll see you in the next video. Pew, pew.